Hello, SM fans, because you're getting on well. I remain Chigozende will welcoming you to this exciting moment, of course, of political discourse here in Core Web TV. Core Web TV remains where we discuss, of course, unbiased reportage of events and in-depth analysis of issues bordering on social, political, and economic sphere within the Nigerian, of course, territory, and of course, across the globe as the case is. Here we are to review the position of the First Lady of Nigeria, Remi Tinubu, Senator Remi Tinubu, that have decried the intense pressure mounted on her husband, the President Tinubu, for the release of the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kano. Of most recent, there have been renewed intense quest and demand appeal for the immediate and unconditional release of Mazen Namdekano. Now, Remi Tinubu has come to say, my husband is under intense pressure for the release of the IPOP leader, Mazen Namdekano, following, of course, the recent happenings within the state or within the country. And of course, this pressure is building up, and perhaps my husband will succumb because he have no choice. It is not a matter of choice or considerations. This should be released in the interest of the public and in the interest of justice. The leader of indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, deserves to be released without any condition because if the leader of Mieti and Badejo was released after the threat from the Fulani uh, oligarchies and the militaries who threatened to use their military force against the Nigerian state and to disrupt the public peace and possibly cause unrest within the Nigerian territory, and eventually gave in to such pressure. Of course, Fabemi, the Attorney General, has to withdraw all cases against the leader of the Mieti Allah, and of course, he was set free to walk out of the dungeon of DSS, free a free man, regardless of whatever might be the previous charges against him. The same should be applied to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who has not been convicted by any competent court of law within the Nigerian legal jurisprudence. So there is no any justification whatever why he should be detained indefinitely. It is a gross violation to his fundamental right, and as such, an abuse, of course, of rule of law. There have been several court injunctions internationally and domestically, of course, demanding for his release and immediate compensations, just as the United Nations, a body in charge of human rights and violations, have written to Nigeria and gave Nigeria 6 months, that's 180 days, to release him unconditionally and eventually compensate him. But Nigeria do not live up to such expectations. His fundamental right keep on being, uh, of course, being infringed upon. And you know what that means? It's a gross violation to his rights and against international laws. As Nigeria being a signatory to the United Nations Charter on people's rights and the fundamental rights of the people, the right to self-determination is an inalienable right that no government has the right to usurp such right from the people who deem it necessary for the preservation of their identity, posterity, and cultural heritage to seek for self-determination as a way of protecting themselves against whatever harm or threat or purported genocide that might be going on within the locality or society or region they found themselves. So Mazin Namdekan haven't violated any known law within the Nigerian legal jurisprudence. So for the first lady to call up saying that his husband, the president, is under intense pressure to release the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. It is needless, of course, to be under any pressure. He should comply to the rule of law if he really believes in the cause of justice and fairness. So you cannot say you are under duress, you're under pressure. Who caused the pressure? Who constituted the pressure? Your administration annulled, cancelled the judgment, the standing order given by the appeal court and appellate court within the Nigerian legal jurisprudence for his release that acquitted him on the 13th of October 2022, setting Mazen the Kano free and squashing all the camp charges against him. But unfortunately, under your watch, such judgment opposition was not complied. You went further to annul such opposition. So you put the pressure on yourself and you should remove the pressure. Comply in the interest of public interest. Mazen the Kano, of course, detention has become a political uh, consigned within the Nigerian political landscape. And as such, you should do the needful to release him. That is only when you will have peace. Because nobody is mounting the pressure, but you are the one uh, constituting such and building up the tension. Let him go. Let him go. He deserves to be released under no circumstances should his continued incarceration under DSS dungeon be even contemplated in the first instance is a total blunder and abuse to his fundamental right. Fabemi, who withdrawn or squash all the camp charges against, of course, Sowore, against Sunday Boru, and against the leader or president of Mieti Allah, should also do that in the interest of justice. So justice could not be seen to be selective. It must be seen to have been done and perceived by all. Not until this is done, you possibly might be paving way for a serious calamity. So my candid advice to Her Excellency, the First Lady of Nigeria, Senator Remi Tinubu, is to advise his husband in the inner room to do what is needful. Release this man. Let him be reintegrated to his families. Let him go about his business and let peace and tranquility, let economic revival be restored to the entire eastern region. This is only when you will have true peace. Otherwise, you might be begging that to plunge Nigeria into abysmal decline and disaster. We don't pray for that, but we must apply wisdom in addressing such issues. Mazen the Kano issue is a national issue, an international issue, cutting across the Nigerian sphere. So under no circumstances should such be ignored. Thank you once again for watching. Kindly hit the like buttons. Don't leave here without hitting the like buttons. Share, and of course, subscribe to this channel. I remember Chigozendebo, the host anchor. Bye until we meet again.